Hi everyone, this is me Rupali welcoming you back to the third video of replacing very. So we have some more words replacing the word very. Let's see. Okay, so let's start some words where we can replace very again. And in this video session, I have somewhat opposites to the words like interesting hai and boring hai. So what we can call for very interesting. So very interesting is engrossing. What is very interesting? Very interesting is engrossing. Now इसी का opposite अगर हम देखेंगे तो what is very boring and dull? So very boring and dull is tedious. Very boring and dull is tedious. Now, what is very wet? Very wet is soaked. Very wet is known as soaked. What we called for very dry को हम बोलेंगे arid. Very dry is arid. Right. Then the next one is very cheap. What is very cheap? Very cheap is stingy. Very cheap is stingy. What is the opposite for cheap is expensive. So what we can call for very expensive is costly. So very expensive is costly. Then comes with the very cold. So what is very cold? Very cold is freezing. And what is very hot? Very hot is sweltering. So very hot is sweltering and very cold is freezing. ये दोनों words हम weather के लिए भी ले सकते हैं. So अगर हम बोलेंगे बहुत ठंडा weather है, so it's very freezing. वेरी कोल्ड राइट. और बहुत गर्मी है सो इट्स स्वेल्टरिंग. और उसको और इंटेंसिफाई करने के लिए आप बोल सकते हो इट इज स्वेल्टरिंग हॉट राइट. सो वेरी हॉट के लिए जो वर्ड आएगा दैट इज स्वेल्टरिंग. देन वॉट इज वेरी ह्यूज, बहुत बड़ा. सो वॉट इज वेरी ह्यूज? विशाल इज कोलोजल. सो वॉट इज वेरी ह्यूज? वेरी ह्यूज इज कोलोजल. Right. Then next one is very small. What is very small? Very small is petite. What is very small? Very small is petite. Okay, so after very petite, now we have the next word is very tall. So what is very tall? Very tall is towering. Very tall is towering. अब कोई चीज़ बहुत छोटी है तो उसके लिए बोलेंगे it's very little. So very little is tiny. What is very little? Very little is tiny. Right. Then it is very high. So what is very high? Very high is soaring. Soaring high. जैसे अगर ग्राफ ऊपर जा रहा है या फिर प्राइसेस बहुत हाई जा रहे हैं तो आप बोलेंगे इट्स वेरी हाई राइट. सो इट्स सोरिंग, द प्राइसेस आर सोरिंग. वेरी हाई, सोरिंग. देन कम्स वेरी शॉर्ट. व्हाट इज वेरी शॉर्ट? वेरी शॉर्ट इज ब्रीफ. वेरी शॉर्ट इज बहुत छोटा, ब्रीफ राइट. कोई चीज आपको समरी में शॉर्ट वे में समझानी है. सो व्हाट इज वेरी शॉर्ट? वेरी शॉर्ट इज ब्रीफ. देन कम्स वेरी लॉन्ग. वॉट इज वेरी लॉन्ग? वेरी लॉन्ग इज एक्सटेंसिव. जब कोई रिपोर्ट है, कोई समरी है, बहुत लंबा लिखा है आपने, सो वॉट इज वेरी लॉन्ग? वेरी लॉन्ग इज एक्सटेंसिव राइट. देन समथिंग विच इज वेरी शाइनी, very glittery. So very shiny, very glittery is gleaming. Very shiny, very glittery is gleaming. Then comes the next one, very fancy. What is very fancy? Very fancy is lavish. Very fancy is lavish. Very fast, बहुत तेज is swift. Very fast is swift. Then after very fast is very slow. Fast का opposite slow होता है. So what we can call for very slow? Very slow is sluggish. प्रोग्रेस है या आपका काम है या इम्प्रूवमेंट है, परफॉर्मेंस है. तो जब कोई चीज़ बहुत स्लो हो जाती है तो उसके लिए हम क्या बोलेंगे? वेरी स्लो इज स्लगिश राइट. देन कम्स वेरी ब्राइट. व्हाट इज वेरी ब्राइट? बहुत चमकता हुआ, बहुत चमचमाता हुआ. सो वेरी ब्राइट इज ल्यूमिनस. व्हाट इज वेरी ब्राइट? वेरी ब्राइट इज ल्यूमिनस. देन कोई चीज़ जब बहुत लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए रहती है तो हम उसको बोलते हैं एंड्यूरिंग. So for very long term, it is enduring, and for very short term, it is ephemeral. Very short term is ephemeral. बहुत कम समय के लिए, क्षण भंगुर जिसको हम बोलते हैं, बहुत कम समय के लिए जो चीज़ बहुत कम समय में बिल्कुल पल भर में खत्म हो जाने वाली है. So very short term is ephemeral, and very long term is enduring. Then comes very tasty. What is very tasty? Is delicious, right? आफ्टर दैट इट इज़ वेरी फनी. जब कोई चीज़ बहुत मजाकिया हो, बहुत हंसी मजाक वाली हो, सो वेरी फनी इट इज़ हिलेरियस. व्हाट इज़ वेरी फनी? वेरी फनी इज़ हिलेरियस. देन कम्स द लास्ट इज वेरी क्यूट. व्हाट इज़ वेरी क्यूट? वेरी क्यूट इज़ अडोरेबल. What is very cute? Very cute is adorable. So guys, we have seen around 25 words in this video session. Here are all these 25. In this video I have just noted down all the words for you so that you just can take a screenshot and you can easily write it. Also, there is a very short and a very quick homework for you guys. Then you will going to tell me what is very busy, very angry, very smooth, and very difficult. So I have a very short and a very quick homework for you too. कि आप मुझे 4 words का meaning बताएंगे, and please do comment me below these 4 words. So guys, we have seen some 25 words where we can replace this word very. I have also made previously 2 more videos on not using very, so you can check them. I have just added the link in the description, so you can watch them. And this is the third part. I'll be making one more part on it. So till the time I'll make another part, you take a very good care of yourself and learn all these words, enrich yourself with the vocabulary part. And I'll meet you very soon. Till the time, you take a very good care of yourself. Bye bye.